Welcome to Stamping Fun Friday Night. I am Tina Carini and I am coming to you live from Byron, Georgia. So just give me a minute so that I can get everything pulled up on here and make sure that we're okay. So let's see, looks like we are. So if you're just joining in, please say hello, and because I would love to say hi to you and where you're from. If you're from a different state or a different town or something like that, please just say hi. So I am super excited. I'm so happy to be here. I am happy that you're here joining live. I have a super cool technique to show you guys tonight and to show you how to do it. It's really easy and it's cool. I'll show you a card here in a minute, but I was hoping that some people would jump on real quick here. Hey, Chris. Oh, thanks. So, yeah, so, hey, Nikki. So anyway, it's going to be really fun, and I'm going to show you guys how to do it, and then I have some scraps that are left over from two other cards that I did, and hey, Carol. And I am going to show you another way that you can use it. So I know you guys are going to like this. Like I said, it's really cool technique. I can't wait to show you it. As a matter of fact, I'm going to right now. So this is it. This is kind of rough because this is the very first one that I've done. It's been around not very long. I think maybe a couple of months. And it's called the floating elements. So a couple of years ago, there was a technique that went around that I didn't do. Well, I did it one time at a class that I went to, and it is a lot of fun to do, but it's kind of tedious, and I didn't have the press and seal, like the kitchen press and seal that you have. I didn't have any of that, and I also didn't have dies that I thought would work good for it. It's called a floating frame. I want to show you guys how to do that too, but I'm not going to do it tonight. I'm going to try to figure out when would be a good time to do it. Thank you for sharing. So it's really pretty too. Let's see. I could go ahead and show you the other one that I did. So this is the other one. I think this is, out of the two, this is my favorite, I think. This one I struggled with to get the die to cut through. This is the die from well-written framelit dies. And I had to really shim it to get it to cut all the way through. And then my washi tape, I didn't do the age-old trick to put it on your sweater or your jeans to make it less sticky. So with all the pressure, it stuck to my paper and kind of ripped it a little bit. But anyway, that was my prototype. But this one, I really like how it turned out. And I used one of the perennial flowers, the one that does the little outline petals. And then I just outlined it, stuck that right in there. So when I used my pokey tool to get it down in there so that it's inset in there. So I think that's so pretty, but I'm going to show you how to do this technique. So I hope you guys have had a wonderful week, and guess what? It is almost the weekend. Actually, you know what? Technically, I think that Friday night starts the weekend. So I am ready for it. Let's see. You know, I told myself I wasn't going to say, and how many times have I already said it? How do you break that habit? Let's see. I am going to also, well, no, we'll wait on that one. We're going to use we're going to use the Well Said Sentiments too for our sentiment. And we're going to be using Mango Melody for our card base. And we're going to use some basic white. We're going to need the acetate. This is the most important part to this technique, is spring break it for the kids this week. Yay! Hey, Penny. Hi, everybody. I'm so glad that you're here. Thank you for joining me tonight, and I hope that you will really like this technique. But anyway, as I was saying, this is acetate. this is the most important part of this technique. And then I have my silicone mat that I need so that my glue doesn't stick to my tabletop. And, oh, our strips of paper. So what I did with these, you know what? Let me just go ahead and pan down so that you guys can see it all better. And then we'll just get started. How about that? Okay, so hopefully tonight I will not hit any 911 buttons and I won't hang up on us. I hope. I'm trying here. I'm trying to do this very carefully. And so far, so good. Okay. Oh, I do need to plug this phone in though, because I don't know if my battery will last or not. So let's get that plugged in real fast. Hopefully without messing anything up. Ding. Okay. There we go. How does that look, you guys? I can't see. I think it's okay. It's going to be okay. All right. So again, these are the two cards. So I'm going to use a different shape on the one that we're doing tonight. And I don't think I'm going to do the inset, but I'll show you how to do it. We're going to need the acetate. We're going to need the silicone mat. I'm going to go ahead and bring that over and that over. So when you cut your acetate paper out, just make sure that you cut it out big enough for your frame, the die that you're going to use to cut it out. You can use any shape. You can use anything you want to cut it out. It's all up to you. So just make sure that it's plenty big enough for you to cut it out. So this was what I used for this one. I used my layering squares for that one. And for this one, I'm not so sure if I really like the stitching in this technique, but I didn't have the layering circles. So I used it, and I think it looks okay. But that's what I used, was my largest circle in the stitched shapes. And then for this one, we're going to use the heart. Again, it's going to have the stitching on it, but I think it's okay. So then I have strips of cardstock. So we're using Mango Melody, Magenta Madness, and Coastal Cabana. Those are my three colors. And let's see, I feel like I'm missing some. Did they fall? They always fall on me. My workspace where I do my lives at is teeny tiny. Well, we can always cut more if I need more. I think I'm missing a Magenta Madness. I try to have 3 of each, but I already kind of lined them up and saw that that was enough. So, but it looks like I'm going to be doing some cutting anyway because I cannot find it. Wonder what I did with it. It's all right. We'll just go ahead and cut another Magenta Madness. The only thing is I'm not sure what size it was. And I know that I really like the way it was. So we're going to do, what I cut is I cut 1/4-inch strips, 1/2-inch strips, and 3/4. No, I didn't cut 3/4. I just cut 1/2-inch. 1/2-inch, and then I think 3/8. 3/8 of an inch. 1/4-inch. 1/2-inch. No, maybe this was 3/4. What am I thinking? Yeah, 3/4, 1/2-inch, and then this one was 3/8 of an inch, I believe. Yes, 3/8 of an inch, and then 1/4-inch. So that's what I cut. And I tried to do 3 of each. You just want to make sure that you have enough that covers enough for whatever you're using to cut it out. Oh, you guys like the stitching on it. Great. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do this. And I think I'm going to do it at 1/2 inch. So let's go ahead and cut 1/2 inch. Hopefully that was right. I don't remember. Anyway, so you kind of play with them, cut you out a bunch of them, and then that way you can play with them and see what you like best. And I don't know what I did with it, but it's all right. So the best thing probably to use again is the tear and tape, but we're going to use the liquid glue. So when you're using this, just be very, very careful. I'm kind of lay these out a little bit to see how I had them. I don't remember how I had it, but I know I really liked it. And then you want to make sure that you do your colors in a row. Okay. Oh, wow. So enjoy your daughter, though. Okay, so let's see. So you just want to lay them out. You want to give them an even space on here. And just kind of even space in between your cardstocks. And you want to do whatever color you do on your first round. Like I have Coastal Cabana, Mango Melody, and Magenta Madness. So then I'm going to start with Coastal Cabana, Mango Melody, and then Magenta Madness. And I'm pretty sure, unless I lost more than that, I think that's going to be good. So yeah, because those are going to scoot up a little bit. So we'll find out. When I glue it down, we'll find out. All right, so I'm just going to start gluing. Aww, that's always nice. I'm glad your daughter is there and you get to spend time with her. That's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. All right, so I may have to stand up so that I can kind of sort of see what I'm doing. So I might get a little louder than normal. Okay, so, oops. I'm having a hard time seeing. I think that's pretty straight. I need my grid paper. That's what I need. You know what? Let me grab, I did have, I still do. Well, let me do this. Usually I'm okay at eyeballing, but tonight I'm kind of struggling with it. I'm hoping that that's right because it's a little late to move it now. So if I put my grid paper down, maybe I'll be able to. Well, it's a little tiny crooked, but it's going to be okay, I think. I think that looks all right. All right, and then, yeah, Magenta Madness. So, and then you want to mix your sizes up too. You want to just do different sizes. I'm trying not to put too much glue on this because I do not want it to ooze out. You guys, if I put my head in the way, just excuse me, because I need to get in here to see what I'm doing. You don't want it to ooze out and get on your acetate. So I'm kind of looking at it at an angle, so I'm hoping that I'm pretty straight there. And then I think I'm going to do this size. Yeah, you're going to like it. It's a lot of fun. A lot of fun actually, and it really is really cool looking. It's a different look and I really like it a lot. So that one's not quite long enough, but it'll be, I think I'm going to be okay. Only problem is my scraps will be messed up a little, but come down. Oops, too much. Hopefully that's straight. Let me kind of, it's good enough for me. Thanks, Chris. I know, aren't the colors fun and vibrant? I really do love them a lot. Oh, you guys, before I forget to mention it, if you live locally, whoops, not that color we want, Coastal Cabana. If you guys live locally and you would like to attend my classes, I have 2 classes coming up next week. Thursday evening at 6:30 and then Friday morning class at 10:30, and I would love to have you. We always have a good time, and just RSVP and let me know so that I can have a kit ready for you. Okay, and I do have another mystery stamping night scheduled for April. I don't remember the date offhand, but it is in the events. So if you missed this month's, I hope that you make next month's, because that was actually a lot of fun. It was my first one, and I had a great time with it. So, does that look straight to you? Ah, see, I have my mat, but then I put this paper under here and it's stuck. That's okay. All right, so that looks pretty even to me. I'm going to go with that. So I'm just going to give it a minute to dry because I don't want it to shift on me when I cut it. Yay! So Nikki will be here for next month's class. And let's see. So I'm going to lay my heart down just like that, and we're going to cut our heart out. So you see what I'm talking about? You'll have all this scrap here. You can use that, and I'm going to show you how I won't use this one, but there's another one that I'm going to use to show you how. Okay, I think this is pretty dry enough, so let me bring in the boss. She's jonesing to make her appearance tonight, so let's let her. What do you say? Oh, okay. And we need the other cutting plate. And okay, so we're going to lay her down, or lay this piece of acetate down. We're going to lay can you guys see okay? We're going to lay the heart down. I'm going to stand up again so I can kind of see what I'm doing. But I feel like I'm not in the camera for you guys, so let me kind of move it over a little bit. Like so. Okay. So I'm just going to make sure that all of my pieces of cardstock is in the heart, just like so. And then we're going to put our number 3 plate down. So I have my my platform. Then I have the number 2 plate, the number 3 plate, and then we're going to put another number 3 plate on top of that to make our sandwich. And then we're just going to crank that through. Just like that. I'm going to go back through. And I'm probably going to do it again just to make sure. Hopefully it cut all the way through. Because you're cutting through the cardstock and the acetate. So sometimes it wants to be a little picky. Okay. Well, let's hope it did. Yay! It did. So I'm going to save this piece because later on I'm going to make something really pretty with it. So there, that's what we have. Is that not cool? And then I think that's cool. Okay, so I'm going to put that over there. Okay, so the next thing we want to do, now this is the part that takes some time too, outside of lining up your paper, your cardstock strips, is putting on your these things. Your dimensionals. If you have the foam strips, those would be perfect to use, or you can order them. They would be absolutely perfect, but I'm going to use the edges of my dimensionals for right now. And you want this to go pretty much all the way across each line of cardstock. When you cut something out though, when you die cut like this, when you die cut that, you'll have these little pieces here that you want to make sure that you get your dimensionals on there. So just like that. I know I had the other piece to it, but it walked away. I know it did. I'm running out of cardstock here though. Not cardstock, but the edges to my dimensionals. I may have to just start using the dots. Matter of fact, I think I will on this one. So let's go ahead and pull that there. You want to really cover it really well with the dots so that it doesn't sag anywhere, because then it will kind of ruin the floatingness of it. Hopefully that made sense. Thanks, guys. Okay, so we're going to go here. I think I can squeeze one more in there. And then I am going to use, I am going to use a half of one. I think that will work. Half of one right here. You can also use your mini ones on the little bitty spots, your mini dimensionals. You can use those too, because you just don't want any showing anywhere. You don't want it showing through your acetate, and you don't want it showing through the showing through the outside of your cutout, your die cut. So I am good with that. And then I think I'm going to go ahead and use a dimensional right there and a dimensional right there. And I did find my minis, but don't ask me what I did with them after I found them. Right here. Okay. And we can put those. So they're the same thickness, they're just much smaller. So pretty cool. Alright, so there we go. So now I'm going to bring in my basic white cardstock. This is cut to 5 by 3 3/4, I think is what I cut it. Or no, this one is not. This one should be 4 by 4 and by 5 1/4. Yeah, 4 by 5 1/4. Yeah, okay, so, because this one I'm not going to have a layer under. I'm not going to do a layer. Now, if you wanted to step it up and make it look fancier, that would be something that you would do. You would put a layer, you would layer it, or, yeah, you would layer it, not or, you would layer it. So, and it's just peeling all these little backings off of here. And then we're just going to figure out where we want it. I want it right in the center, the best that I can, to line that up as straight as I can. So just like that. So can you guys see? Sometimes I know it's really hard to see, but isn't that cool looking? I think that is so cool. Now, if I wanted to put an inlay, like die cut something, an inlay like I did this with the flower or with the thanks, I would have cut it out. And then I would have placed where I wanted my other die cut to cut out at, and then I would have ran that through the boss too to see, to get that look. And then you just carefully glue that down in there. So you could use your fine tip glue if you have that. If not, you can always order it. Or you could use your liquid glue. Or if you have, you could get the, oh shoot, I just forgot the name of them. The sticky, not the sticky, oh shoot, the little sheets, they're sheets, and you stick them to the back of your cardstock, and then you can run it through and then pull it, and then it's got the adhesive on the back. The name just totally left me. Yes, try it with the circle. I think you'll really like that, Carol. I like the circle too. I like the square, but I think the circle and the heart is my favorite. I really, really do. I was going to use, I thought about trying, yes, the self-adhesive sheets. Thank you, Carol. I thought about trying to use, like, maybe my tropical dyes. Maybe I'll try that. And if I do, I'll post a picture for you guys so you can see it. Like maybe do the hibiscus or maybe do the palm trees, and that would be the floating element. That might be just really cool. Now, to make this fancier again, you would just layer it. But I didn't cut this to layer. Well, I guess you could, but it would just be a really thin layer. That would step this up a little bit more too, but I'm just going to keep this one pretty simple, I think. Or I know, not I think, I know. That's what I'm going to do. But I am going to put some bling bling on this, and we are going to put a sentiment. Alright, so the sentiment we're going to do again is from the Well Said and we are using Time for a New Adventure. That's what I say anyway. I'm ready for one. Okay. Let's go here. Stamp that. Hopefully I stamped that pretty straight. It's a little crooked, but that is going to be okay because I'm going to trim this so I can trim it a little straighter. I'm using bigger scissors because maybe it will help me cut straighter. Don't you like the way I think? Yeah, it works, right? Hey. Hey, not too bad. It does work. Wow. Okay, so I am just going to glue this flat down just like that. I'm going to stick a dimensional on this side so that it just doesn't flop around. And I'm going to use a mini because the mini will fit right perfectly in there. And then I am going to put some glue right there, but not too much because I don't want it to ooze out, and I especially don't want it to get on the acetate. So, and I think that right about here is where I'm going to put that, just like that. Perfect. Now let's bling it up. I am going to put the champagne rhinestones on this one because I just thought they would complement the mango melody. And if I can find, here it is, this. Hopefully this will work better than it did the other night. Okay, so I'm going to take one, a biggin, put it right there, a biggin. I'm going to take another one, put it right there. Actually, I really want to put a couple of these around because I just think I'm going to. Just because I can. You want to do odds. Odds are best, just like so. Right? Yep, that's odd. So there we go. So isn't that pretty, you guys? I love that. Okay, so let me show you. Let's go ahead and bling this one up too. I was gonna bling this one up, but because this one was really rough, I think I'm just gonna let that one be, and that will be my sample for myself. I am gonna use the holiday rhinestones, and I'm gonna use the pool party because I think it will go really nicely with the Coastal Cabana. And we're just gonna sprinkle some of this around. I'm gonna put one in the center of our flower there, and then here, and where else? Maybe here. No, that looks too squarey. Let's put it right there. That's okay. All right, so there we go. We blinged that one up. Now let me show you. So when I did the circle, this was what I had left. I already trimmed up. Let me show you what I did. I trimmed up the excess from the sides that hang over the acetate. I just kind of trim those up, just like that. Trying not to cut the acetate. And then if I had any acetate left over, like there, I just trimmed that up. That's all I did. And then that gave me, sorry, I got to concentrate here. There we go. That gave me that. So it left me with this. All right. So when you put your strips together, if you think you might want to use the leftover, the negative, or the scrap, whatever you want to call it, I probably won't use this one because I didn't come far enough down on here. So that's kind of iffy for me. But you might like it, and that would be perfectly fine. So now this one is smaller. This one is 5 by 3 3/4. I'm pretty sure. I did. No, this one is 4. Where? No, this one is right here. Sorry, guys. This one is the smaller one. This one is 3 3/4. Or no, I'm sorry, 3 7/8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 7/8. Because I only wanted like an eighth of or a 16th of a border. So this is 5 1/8 by 3 7/8. And then I have my layer of my black, and this is 4 by 5 1/4. So my basic white will layer nicely right on there. I don't want those cut edges. Okay, so that will layer nicely on there, just like so. All right, so that gives me a little border on there. So now I got to figure out where I want to put this, which is probably right there. So now I just have to put the dimensionals on there, which is the pain part. And honestly, you guys, I was going to do something with these, and I already put the dimensionals on there, but I'll do that later, and I'll post it so you guys can see. But these were the scraps from the squares, from the square. So I think those will make something really pretty too. So there's not a whole lot of waste on this card either, which I really like a lot. So I'm going to go ahead and use my mini dimensionals and get those in the really little areas. Just like so. And over here. So hopefully this won't take me too long. And then you're probably wondering, what am I going to do in the center? Well, I am going to clear my throat for a second. I am going to stamp a big sentiment in the center of it. And I don't know for sure how it's going to look, to be completely honest. So I am doing this on the fly with you guys. I'm going to be brave and I'm going to do it. I'm pretty sure it's going to turn out pretty cool. I'm hoping anyway. And if it doesn't, you guys can tell me how cool it is anyway, okay? I'm going to put my little ones right across here, just like that. And big ones here. Oops, not there. Here, oops, right there. And right there. I know it seems like it's an overkill, but this is really important that you do get get good coverage with your dimensionals on here, because you don't, like I said, you don't want it to snag. I'm going to trim this one just a little bit, like right there. You don't want it to sag, especially if you send it through the mail, because it will kind of ruin the illusion of it floating, which I think is really cool. Actually. Okay. I know you guys, I'm so excited. I get so excited over the silliest things and the littlest things, but it's really cool, I think. I love it. Come back in with my little ones. It takes a lot of dimensionals for this too. So if you were making multiples of these, make sure you got plenty of dimensionals. Plenty of dimensionals. All right, so now it is to take. That even looks kind of cool. That's an idea. I know, right? We definitely use a lot of dimensionals. Some projects more than others. But dimensionals, I think, help it make it a little fancier. There's nothing wrong with something looking a little fancy, that's for sure. We're halfway done here. If I'd have thought about it, I would have put the dimensionals on this one already, but I didn't think about it. All right, I think we got more right there. Yep, okay. So now, oh, actually, I did not want to do that, you guys, but I'm going to, shoot, because I want to stamp my sentiment on here, and I don't want that to stick before I get my sentiment. I got ahead of myself. Well, rats. Okay, how about if I try, where's my pencil? Where's my pencil? Pencil. Here we go. Okay, so if I just carefully carefully, carefully, draw that. Just put a little mark there, and a little mark there, and a little mark there, and a little mark there. Nope, 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 come on. Don't you dare tear on me. Don't you dare tear on me. Oh, it's coming off. Oh, well, we might be trying it. It's tearing. It's tearing. All right, so, well, I was going to try to do that. Well, we're going to go for it because I really couldn't wait to see this and see if this works. So this is going to work. I am going to stamp "You Got This." That's what I get for getting ahead of myself, but oh well. It happens to all of us, right? Yes, I could have done that. I very well could have done that. The only thing, yep, I sure could have. I think this will work though. Okay, so I'm going to put "You Got This." Hopefully it's straight. And it is as straight as it's going to get. Okay, so "You Got This." Then this is going to go right on here. We're going to do this. Put some glue on here. Do this. Put some glue. Try to line this up. I didn't even think about that. That's smart, Carol, to use my circle die. I guess I was thinking I needed to see where I was going to put my the card though. Okay, so there we go. So then we're going to bring in our Mango Melody. I thought I folded. Oh no, I did. I used it on the other card. Okay. Alright, and then just like so, just like that, and then we're going to put that right on there. So now we just step that up a little bit, and we're going to put some bling on this one too. Oh, I'm so glad you guys like this. I was pretty sure that you were, because I really liked it myself. I thought it was a lot of fun, and I said, I have to show them how to do this because it is so cool, so neat. It's pretty. I like it. It's all those. We're going to use some regular bling bling on this one. We're going to use some rhinestones, some basic rhinestones, and I think on this one I might just stay in the circle. I think we'll see. So just like that, oh, that was my pencil mark. Let me get that off of there. And let me get this pencil mark off. And this pencil mark. And there's one under there. Okay. Okay, so there you go. You guys think it needs more bling? Hey, Lynette. Yeah, you think it's... Hey, thank you. But I did put it on there crooked, I just saw. But anyway, it's okay. It really is okay. Do you guys think more bling? I'm thinking maybe, but I don't know. 2 more, but where? I think that's fine. Okay, so there we go. So, do you guys think that you can do this? Because I am pretty sure that you can. Matter of fact, I know you can. You just need some acetate and lots of dimensionals and some shaped dies. And Penny, don't you have the well-written framelit dies and the well-said stamp set? I think you do. I'm pretty sure you do. So you could do this one if you wanted to. Just if you do, make sure you when you layer your sandwich, put an extra piece of cardstock or something as a shim and crank it through a couple of different times because this one is hard to cut through. And there you go. There they are. So thanks so much for joining me, you guys. I really do appreciate you guys being here. It really helps me. It makes my day, basically. And then I look so forward to our live sessions on Wednesdays and Fridays. Oh, let me tell you guys. Look what I got in the mail. I got my paper pumpkin. I can't wait to open this, and I will do either a recorded video or I might come on live and we'll put 3 of the cards together, and then I will try to come up with some alternatives. But this one has the free gift in it, which is the stencils. So that's going to be a lot of fun. And I'm going to show you guys different ways to use those, I hope, too. So if you guys are not subscribers of Paper Pumpkin, I hope that you do subscribe to it. You can subscribe monthly or for 3 months, 6 months, a year. I think there's even a 2-year. Don't hold me to that one. I'll have to check and make sure. And the longer you subscribe for, you get a discount. It's a little cheaper. So, and you can cancel it at any time. The month to month, you can cancel it at any time. The 3 month, the 6 month, the year, and so forth. You have to wait until I think that subscription ends, and then you can cancel it. It's a lot of fun. It's only $22, and everything that you need to create the projects that's in the box comes in the box. So you get your adhesive, you get your dimensionals, you get a stamp set, that's well worth $22 right there, because you get your own stamp set. You get an ink block, embellishments, and all. Oh, you did get yours, Penny. Yay! So it's a great value, and it comes with instructions, and there's even a video that Stampin' Up puts out that puts it together, shows you how they put it together, and I try to post them on my Facebook page so that you guys, if you need extra help to put them together. So yeah, so subscribe to Paper Pumpkin. Okay, you guys, I am not going to keep you anymore. Thank you so much. You guys have a blessed and wonderful weekend. Doodly-doo.